Hi everyone, welcome to your full predictive outlook for Capricorn season. Capricorn season already, end of the calendar year already. And as we hit the winter solstice or the summer solstice in the southern hemisphere, it's kind of big and all go. This is a big deal. This next month is a major event in many ways. Coming after the solstice, we then move into a solar eclipse in Capricorn on the 25th of December. Big energetic times. And then as the month moves on, we move into Pluto conjunct Saturn in Capricorn, the start of a new cycle. And this is Saturnian energy, it's Plutonic energy, it's Capricornian energy. So it's about structures, it's about the way we structure our lives, the way we structure our world. It's about how that gets exposed. It's about what that means for us. And yes, Saturn can be a tight, restrictive energy, but remember, Saturn also rules Aquarius, the rebellious sign, the sign of hope. So what we carry in to these next few weeks, what we launch, where we go from there, that's big. That's really, really big. And we all have a responsibility to be in alignment. So this isn't about individual selfish desires, ego needs. This is about checking in with yourself, with your values, because your values are going to help determine the kind of world that we live in going forward. And therefore, what we do makes a difference. And that's not to scare people, even though the world is a scary place at the moment. It's about the responsibility to create hope, empathy, compassion, togetherness, inclusiveness. So this is about the kind of world that we want to live in. That's the energy of the next month. And I'm going to pull into what the collective is going to be dealing with in the next month in a moment. Hi to everyone just tuning in. Hi, Asma. If you're here, everyone, please say hi in the chat. Let me know how you're doing. And please remember to like and share the video. I know that's a lot to talk about. We're going through a holiday season first. We're going through a solar eclipse first. Solar eclipses bring in something new. So when I talk about launching a new cycle, it's eclipse season as well. Busy, busy times. You're going to feel this. So the energies of the collective for Capricorn season. What are we dealing with? What are we working with? Where do we go from here? It's not going to be business as usual. It's not. The things we start, the things we spark, the things we align ourselves to, the things we say and do, if they're in alignment, are going to set up where we go from here. So this is about making commitments. And it's commitments that we make collectively as well as individually. And I can't stress this enough. This has to be a collective picture. The scale of energy that we are dealing with. It's about the Seven of Fire. So I mentioned being in alignment. The Seven of Fire is standing your ground. Being willing to take a stand, to stand for what you believe in. This is very, very powerful indeed. It's about knowing that when you're in alignment, you are more powerful than you expect. Something backing you up. This is literally aligning with spirit, aligning with your own highest good, the things that you need to do, the things that you believe in. What it's not is the Seven of Earth. It's not a slow burner. It's not, oh, this is easy enough and I can do what I want. And maybe if I just think about my own little needs and I get this and I get this, and I'll be all right and I won't worry too much about everyone else. It's not that at all. It's really not that. And that's the big trap, is we drop into self-interest. If we drop into self-interest over this, we're going to have real problems. Nothing is impossible, but it makes things more difficult. That's the responsibility. 3 cards for what we're dealing with, summing up the month. Bear in mind that we come in with this need, the 7 of fire, to be standing our ground, to be standing up. The Lovers. 9 of air. And the Devil, appropriately for Capricorn. What you start is what continues. What you stand for is what continues. What you align yourself to is what continues. Is that scary? Sure. Sure. But that's in the mind. That's in the mind, and that's why you need to work hard in terms of aligning with spirit, with the values that that brings for you. The Lovers is that choice, very straightforwardly in what we were talking about. You focus on your immediate material interests, then that's setting up the kind of world we're going to be in. And that's in the Knot position, 7 of Earth. If you align with spirit, with your higher self, with values that you actually believe in, kindness, compassion, empathy, hope, inclusivity, togetherness, being able to face down our demons, things that we're most afraid of, the things that cause us to back off, to go into ego, to go into individual needs rather than collective ones, then what we tie ourselves to isn't going to be very nice. So that is what sums it up. It's the 7 of fire, that connection to something greater than yourself, connecting with something greater than yourself, building into something greater than yourself. Very serious, but we've known about these as astrological dates, starting a new cycle for some time. Remember, we start with the solstice tomorrow. We move from there to a solar eclipse. So things are not going to be as they were. Not with a solar eclipse. And we are talking about the next month. We are talking about 4 planets and the South Node all in Capricorn. Sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and the South Node. And find Venus has just moved into Aquarius, and that should offer some hope as well. Venus is about what we value, where we derive worth, that connecting us to that Aquarian energy is super valuable, because that is optimism, it's hope, it's helping each other, it's humanitarianism. Really powerful, really valuable, and that is the collective picture for this month. And I'll go through the individual signs shortly, but I want to stress the importance of getting off to this as the start, as how we spark our way into 2020. Because are we guaranteed to come out of this wonderfully? No, what we do matters. Every individual interaction, every choice you make is going to have an impact. So make sure you're tying yourself to something good, something loving, something supportive. It's a collective energy for Capricorn season. Moving on now to the 12 signs. I'm going to say hi to everyone just tuning in. Hi, Kate. Hi, Intuitive Gem. Hi, a Google user. Hi, Kristen. It's wonderful to see all of you here. So what's Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising dealing with in Capricorn season? Because that's the collective picture. Now we're going to get down to the individual signs. Aries. Be kind, Aries. Be kind this month. Like, unsurprisingly, you are a sign that acts on what you feel, what you are driven to do. And that can make you effective leading this stuff. Absolutely. By the same token, it can also make you a little bit impatient with those who maybe aren't quite as forthright as you, as combative as you, as assertive as you. And you need to accept that different people are playing different roles throughout this phase, throughout this time. And these are still collective energies that we're getting here. I'm going to focus on the collective because of the time frame that we're in. So you come in with Temperance, Aries. You're doing your part. You want other people to do theirs. This is how it melds together. I have the Hierophant coming in. This is where you need to be wise. Don't lose your shit with other people. Do your part, but be fair and balanced with it. King of Swords. King of Swords. Because some people are going to be more thoughtful. They're going to be the talkers. You're going to have stuff to learn from other people in this process as well. And it's a fluid and a dynamic process. That's why I'm not talking about individual actions that people need to do. It's about what you align yourself to. This is why there isn't that much room for kind of ego fantasies here. It needs to be bigger. So when you catch yourself falling in that direction, Aries, slow yourself down. There's a bigger picture here, something that you need to consider. So it's a degree of self-control, and it's not in terms of not standing up for what you believe in and what feels right, what's important to you, but it is about a degree of self-mastery, self-control there as well, and some patience with other people. I hope that makes sense for you, Aries. Hi, La Luna. The next sign is going to be Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. Taurus. Taurus. Be generous this month, Taurus. Be generous. I feel like you're having some good fortune materially. Maybe you're getting an end of year bonus. Maybe some investments are paying off. Maybe something that you've been waiting to sell, be it an investment or property or something similar, is coming off for you. But I get that sense. But I also get a slight me attitude to it, where you're like, I'm going to cling on to this for myself. And I feel like there are people who need you to be sharing some of that good fortune this month. Taurus. And if this isn't financial, it's to do with your resources, time, energy, ability to reach out and care for those who are really struggling, those who may not be handling where we're at that well. So you come in with the Four of Swords, and this is you, I feel, guarding, closing off to other people. Well, I've been let down before. People didn't help me out, so why should I help them out? And I'm just like, no time for that kind of petty bullshit, Taurus. I have the Ten of Swords showing up for you. I have the Six of Wands showing up for you. You can really help people out with resources at this time. And they're in need. They're in need, and you need to bring that light to them. We said right at the start, we can all drop into darkness over this. We can all align to things that are not fitting with our own highest good. Some people may be more at risk of that in the immediacy than you, Taurus, but part of this is you not clinging to all your resources. It's not about holding on to them. It's about sharing them. It's about being able to work with people here, help them to create something, offer light, offer hope, because you have an ability to do so this month. I hope that makes sense for you, Taurus. The next sign is going to be Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. Gemini. 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 You're influential this month, Gemini. People are listening to you. You have their ear. You have their attention. They're looking to you for guidance, wisdom, optimism. And all of these things are things that you have to offer if you choose to, Gemini. You're reticent to. Often you like the attention. I feel you're reticent to actually be in that position because you feel under pressure. I have to get this right, but I don't always get things right. I hold two ideas at once, which is right, which is right, which is... You know which is right, Gemini. You do. You don't need to be second guessing yourself, doubting yourself, putting yourself down over this. You come in as the High Priestess. You're carrying knowledge. You're carrying wisdom. And people are looking to you. You need to be responsible in this situation. Appropriate for Gemini duality. I have the Moon. And I have the Sun. And these are the choices here. You do have your own fears. You're not here to deny them, but you're not here for them to take over either. And you're not here to catastrophize, Gemini, to fall in that way. You can acknowledge your own fears, apprehensions, difficulties within yourself. But you also know what you believe in, you know what you stand for, you know what's important to you. And people want to hear it from you. That's the sun, the light, the optimism, the nurturingness as well for those who are struggling. That's you being able to cheer them up, to put a smile on their face, to get them feeling like Even if things seem difficult individually or collectively, there are ways through, ways past. And that's the role that you're playing this month, Gemini. Remember, you know deep down what you believe. You have a clear sense of what is right and in alignment here. And that's what you need to bring out and share, as well as offering just that light and warmth that you are carrying at this time. I hope that makes sense for you, Gemini. The next sign is going to be Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. We have a lunar eclipse coming up in your sign later in the month, Cancer. Cancer. Don't be thrown off your game this month, Cancer. There are going to be things and people that disappoint you. You feel let down by. You might take this to heart. It might cause you to write them off. It might cause you to start to write yourself off. It might cause you to be a little bit jaded, cynical, tired, pessimistic. I feel like you're going to be out of your comfort zone, and that's going to challenge you. You might be some distance away from where you normally live, or simply not doing the things that you normally do. And that's quite challenging for you. You come in with the Six of Swords, and that's that distance. I also feel like there may be some endings for you this month. Full moon in your sign, there's probably going to be something to let go of. Maybe people to let go of. People or things that you counted on. I need them in place. I need that in place. They have to be there in order for me to do this and do this and do this. And the universe is very much like, no, you don't. So you got to face forward. You got to treat this as a learning experience, as an opportunity to bring something new in. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. And the advice to carry you through what I feel is a challenging time where things disappear out of your life, move away from you. This distance opens up. Is to focus on what you still have, what you've created for yourself, what you are capable of. Your accomplishments, your achievements over the past year and beyond are going to be the things that you can look to and know that you can see your way through this and past this. 9 of Pentacles. So maybe you'll be a little more isolated than some of the other signs this month, Cancer. But it doesn't feel destructive. It simply feels like a lot of the extra, the clutter, the stuff that, and people that are just taking up room for you more than anything else are going to be shifting out of the way. Order that you can see clearly where you go next. And you'll be starting some new projects as we go into the new year. Especially as we go into February, March time, I would say. This has to move out of the way first. Don't allow it to throw you off your game. I hope that makes sense for you, Cancer. The next sign is going to be Leo. Leo, sun, moon, and rising for Capricorn season. Leo. Leo. Okay, Leo. Leo. So who's the visionary this month, Leo? Seeing through people's bullshit, and people are going to be exposed at this time. This is why the focus of the month is on being in alignment in a very serious way. You're looking at the people and what's playing out in front of you, and you're seeing between the lines, and you're not swallowing any crap whatsoever. 8 of Wands. Aligning with the people who feel right to you. Trust your perception at this time, Leo. You don't need to doubt it. You're going to help push the way forward. A lot of responsibility on your shoulders. You come in with the Magician. So you're ready to go as well. You're raring to go. This is very, very powerful energy. Quick thinking, quick acting, making a mark, pushing on forwards. And the only thing to watch out for is if you do it all from a mental space. So yeah, you can see through bullshit this month, sure. But you got to watch that you're not just playing out old ideas, old scripts, old responses, old beliefs that maybe don't quite apply to who you are now and what you actually need to be standing for. So you've got to get into your feelings around this. You've got to feel everything rather than just rushing into action. Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. This is also being empathetic, being kind. It doesn't mean don't act. It does mean connect with your own inner process and what that is telling you, what you feel deep down. Because that may stop you from attaching yourself to something that isn't quite in alignment, moving too quickly, flying off the handle, or simply putting yourself first, which is the risk with the Magician. The Magician is very me, me, me. So you've got to make sure that there's still a caring element to this. It's not, I see through their bullshit, therefore I'm wonderful. It's, I see through that bullshit and therefore I'm going to help in this way. Different energies. Make sure you're aligning with the correct one. I hope that makes sense for you, Leo. The next sign is going to be Virgo. Virgo, sun, moon, and rising for Capricorn season. Virgo. You can't afford to be bitter or cynical or bear or work off of grudges at this time, Virgo. You can't. Someone's let you down, broken your heart, upset you, caused you to distrust, maybe lose a bit of faith, hope, optimism in the people around you, in the world as a whole. And you got to put that to one side and behind you at this time, rather than dwelling on it, rather than letting it fester, rather than allowing that to be what drives you, Virgo. Big risk. Big risk. You come in with the Ace of Wands. There's power here. A new beginning if you do it right. And the new beginning means not allowing yourself to be driven by that. Very important. Very important. Actions in this month are setting up a future collectively, remember? That's an individual issue which you will work through in your own time, but what you can't do is generalize from that and take it out on the world. I have the Wheel of Fortune for you. I also have the Sun for you. Things will brighten up. They will improve. Yes, people are human. Yes, they fuck up. Yes, they make mistakes. Sometimes big ones. You don't have to mirror them. You don't have to echo and follow them. And you don't have to lose your sense of direction, purpose, or anything else, Virgo. Very, very important for this month. Doesn't mean ignore it, but don't let it dominate and drive you. I hope that makes sense for you, Virgo. Going to move on to Libra in a moment. Hi to everyone who's joining. Hi, Rasheen. Hi, Jenna. Hi, Tyneen. Hi, Melinda. Hi, Moody Witch Tarot. We're halfway through the signs. I would encourage anybody who missed the collective picture to go back and watch it at the end, because it all stems from the collective energy here. It all stems from the important astrological and energetic picture that we're dealing with this month. And while I won't run you through the entire collective reading again, fundamentally it's this: Seven of Fire, alignment with spirit, standing for the values that we believe in, pulling in something greater than ourselves. Alignment is critical. It's a choice for the collective and spiritual good rather than individual ego needs. It's pushing past the fear that is real, and it's setting up what we're in alignment with in the future. And what it's not, with the Seven of Earth, is business as usual, or going slowly, doing whatever we want, or focusing on individual ego desires. It can't be that at this time. This is where we're at. So the next sign is going to be Libra. And for those just tuning in, please remember to like and share the video. That helps a huge amount. Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. Libra. Libra. Libra, you are bringing the love. You're bringing affection to people's lives. Very loving energy that you're carrying at this time. You have an ability to touch people's hearts over the course of the next month. And you shouldn't underestimate this. You shouldn't underestimate how that is going to assist in terms of steering them into alignment for themselves, because you're bringing something good. It's warm, it's kind, it's loving. You can literally turn people away from potential levels of darkness, potential levels of pessimism, potential levels of losing hope here. Serious responsibility. You're coming in with the 6 of Cups. So you're making yourself available to people, reaching out to them, knowing what is going to help them to feel better about themselves, and as a result, better about the impact that they can make too. I have the Wheel of Fortune for you. We're seeing the wheel a lot today. I mentioned this is kind of an important time astrologically, energetically, we've known about for some time. And this is your part in it. This is your part in it. You're going to help them find their inner compass again. And you'll do so through the expression of love, of togetherness, of kindness, of sharing. It's going to help them to feel their way into their part of things. 3 of Pentacles, you doing your part of things. It's building more than you expect. Because you may be like, well, shouldn't I be out there doing this, all this really practical stuff? And it's like, no, at this time, what you bring is what is in your heart. Your heart is open, and you can help other people to be opening theirs this month. Don't underestimate that, Libra. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. Scorpio. Scorpio. This is about your words this month, Scorpio. This is intensely communicative for you. I'm in my jaw here. You're speaking to a lot of people. You're influencing a lot of people with your words. So you're the communicator here. Talking through things, pointing things out, encouraging people, guiding people, coaching people. Helping them to feel good enough. Helping them to feel like they have something they can offer, like they have a part to play, which they do. Page of Pentacles is showing up. I feel these are the people who are around you, Scorpio, who want to help, want to build towards something, aren't quite sure how, feel like they might not be good enough, might not be ready to do things, but you are on hand to encourage them, to guide them. Within that, don't push other people too hard. This is important. There has to be a kindness. There needs to be this emotional space that you create for them as well. Remember, it's not about going at it at breakneck speed for anyone. It's about acting in alignment. That's not rushing. These are different things. I have the 4 of Wands for you. I have the 2 of Cups for you. People need that support from you. They need you to offer stability as well as wisdom and guidance, Scorpio. You need to be in balance with this. It's tricky out there. It's tough out there. You, maybe more than any other sign, know about depth of feeling, depth of emotion. And so you're not here to push people really hard. You're not here to be like an army sergeant or whatever else, whipping people into shape. It's not that. You can guide, you can coach, but there needs to be that strong level of emotional support as well, Scorpio. I hope that makes sense for you. The next sign is going to be Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. Sag. Sag. It's okay to admit when you don't have all the answers and when you're not sure which way to go, Sagittarius. Don't just push blindly on where you genuinely don't feel something. No matter what you've said in the past, no matter what you've done in the past, no matter what other people expect of you, project onto you, who they think you are, who they expect you to be. Not this month. You're coming in as the Knight of Wands. Is a strongly Sagittarian energy. Quick, fast, moves fast, acts fast. Throws caution to the wind. Doesn't think things through. Think things through and feel things through this month, Sagittarius. I have the Two of Pentacles for you, and I have the High Priestess for you. So maybe you have a lot on your shoulders, a lot to get through, a lot to balance. But you got to weigh things up. Feel into this. Remember, this whole month is about alignment, what we align ourselves to, where that takes us going forward, what the next year looks like, maybe what the next 30 or more years look like, maybe longer. Start of a cycle. With the High Priestess, this is twofold. One is feel into things. Check in with yourself. Check what's motivating you, what's driving you. And the second thing is to be willing to ask for external guidance. To find someone to connect with, be that a guide, a coach, a psychic, a seer. Don't feel like you have to push on anyway. Don't let pride get in the way, Sagittarius. It's okay to enlist outside help. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to make sure that what is driving you, what is pushing you forward, is what you would want to commit to and be aligned with. I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. The next sign is going to be Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. 4 planets in your sign for the next month, Capricorn. South Node in your sign. Solar eclipse in your sign on Christmas Day. So let's be honest, like, you don't get out of this one. You've got shit to do here, Capricorn. It's the first house for Capricorn risings. Tremendous sense of power available to you, Capricorn, if you are willing to step into it, into responsibility, out of older, more fixed ideas or beliefs that you might have carried, taught yourself, internalized, learned from society, learned culturally, been programmed with. Because you have this tremendous sense of power, but you're facing off against a high level of pessimism within yourselves as well. Coming in with the 10 of Swords. This is that pessimism. This is not seeing past it. This is your disappointments, the things that haven't worked out for you, things that you're seeing are wrong with the world, the things that haven't worked out on a personal level. And remember, this is not about being in ego this month. This is not about your individual desires. There has to be something more. And it's almost like you're a bit reluctant and scared to step out into your power, into society, to connect with the people who want to see what you're going to do, want to hear what you have to say, and yet it's vital that you do. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands, Capricorn. You fear being exposed. You fear the responsibility. Excuse me. But you have that this month. And you've got to step into it. You've got to step into it because people are looking to you. Because what you do is going to matter. Advice is the 2 of Pentacles. Some shit is going to have to go to clear room for this. It is. So what is superfluous? What is not the best use of your time, the best use of your energy? What do you maybe waste your time on, especially in the mental space? What have you been doing repeatedly and repeatedly that hasn't been paying off? Is it still necessary? Can it go? Can it clear room so as you can be where you need to be? Because you're going to be called to be. There's going to be opportunities to be. And I feel that if you are, there is this tremendous fire within you, and you're going to feel powerful and unstoppable in a strong place if you approach this correctly. And you're needed to do so. I hope that makes sense for you, Capricorn. The next sign is going to be Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Capricorn season. Venus in your sign from today, Aquarius. It's a lighter energy for you, Aquarius. It's a nicer energy for you. I feel like on a personal level, things are flowing along quite nicely. You're quite relaxed. Might be taking some time out, might be chilling out. All well and good. All well and good. But you can't just disappear off into your own nice little bubble, Aquarius. There are going to be people in need of your help. And you have the capacity for it. I want to stress this. You have the capacity for this. And your own withdrawnness, your own withdrawal, your own distrust of other people can be what gets in the way. But you can't afford to be in that place this month. You're coming in with the 2 of Swords. And I feel that because things are going well for you, a part of you may just be almost like pretending that you can't see what's happening around you. Those people who need your help, need your support, need your ideas. Because you are the sign of optimism. You are the humanitarian sign. You are the inclusive sign. If you actually work with your energy rather than ducking responsibility, Aquarius. 5 of Pentacles, they're in need of your help. 7 of Swords, oh, but I don't want to help. Well, there's your choice, Aquarius. Are you going to leave people to their own devices? Well, I'm all right, so I'm sure everything's going to be fine, except it's not. It's not in those circumstances. Does that mean you get pulled into everyone else's battle? Does that mean your resources are infinite? No, it doesn't. But somewhere in between this, there's a balance, and you'll know who you can assist. You'll know how. You have something to offer. You can't just back off. You can't just pull away. Remember, it's about alignment with your higher self, with spirit this month. Not about anything else. I hope that makes sense for you, Aquarius. The final sign is going to be Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Aquarius season. Sorry, for Capricorn season. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Give that a month. What we do in Capricorn season is quite important in terms of what Aquarius season looks like. Pisces. Pisces. The other dreamers, the other visionary sign, Pisces. You know what it is you do. You also know how easily you get bound up in things, how pessimistic you can be, how down you can get, especially if you have to deal with material reality. And that's the downside to being a visionary and a dreamer. Part of you wants to shut the rest of the world out, pretend this isn't happening, pretend you have no part in it, but you do. You do. Your ability to dream, to visualize, to create is vital, Pisces. We need to get you out of your head over this. 4 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and Temperance. So this is you holding the rest of the world off, maybe holding the material world off, maybe holding reality off, but you can't do that. You're anxious about stepping out into the world. You're anxious about being heard, sharing your ideas, your beliefs, what you feel needs to happen, what you feel you should be doing. You're scared about putting that stuff out there, but you need to. We need you at the heart of things with everyone else, Pisces. No running away from it. You have something to offer here. So don't do yourself down. Temperance showing up for you. This is what your ideas, perceptions can bring to this. You can shape things. You have something huge to offer here. A lot of distrust of self here. The Hermit coming in as your shadow card, Pisces. I need more time to examine this, to think about this. Is this really practical? Is this? No. No, you can't seclude yourself. You can't isolate yourself at this time. 4 of Swords, Hermit. These are isolation cards. That's where you can't be. That's where you can't be. You got to trust your ideas, your visions, the things you want to bring into things, Pisces. You absolutely do. You have something to offer. And it's a vital component part of all of this. So don't allow yourself to back away and hide from this month. People will welcome you in. I hope that makes sense for you, Pisces. And that is all 12 signs. I did say it was a big month, and it is. If you missed the collective reading and only watched your sign, please go back and watch the collective reading, because your sign is not going to make proper sense to you without it. I have time to pull cards for a couple of people. Please pop a question in the live chat if you'd like me to, and I will come to those of you I am drawn to. In the meantime, I'm available to book throughout the holiday period. I'm also available for year ahead readings if you want to plan out your 2020. And the details to book me are just in the box below. So are the details for astrology readings. So are the details for making a donation to me or connecting with me in any other way. Let me see if there are any questions coming through. Ladybug 333, hey Zelda, I'm wondering if Spirit has a message for me about the ESL teaching path or the coaching certification. Okay, Ladybug. Let's see what I have for you. You got to focus on one thing, Ladybug. I feel like you say ESL teaching path and coach certification, these feel like two different things. And I feel like you already know which of these is more in alignment for you, which of these you can build on, which of these you can move forward with. And if you're in any doubt at all, then your internal picture will tell you. I have the Ace of Air showing up for you. I have meditation showing up for you. I have the Ace of Earth showing up for you. There are two aces here. A big yes. If you're in any doubt at all, your internal process is going to help you. Your internal process, especially meditation, especially, is going to help you feel you can do this, that you can push forward on this. And yes, we both know which one it is. So, you know, lead with your priority, your focus. Don't worry too much about anything else, Ladybug. It's the one that you led with, Ladybug. It's the one that you led with. It's the one that was first on your mind. It's the one that is first on your mind. Stop trying to double back and double up on it. You're really welcome, Melinda. Okay, thank you all so much for being here. It is a big month. I'm here to help. If you need my help, please feel free to get in touch with me at any time over the holiday period throughout Capricorn season if you are in need at all. I will see you all again in just a few days. Have a wonderful solstice as we lead into this. And with an eclipse and the Pluto-Saturn conjunction coming up, it's going to be busy. We know this. I'll see you all again really soon. Have a great evening or morning or afternoon or night. I don't know where you are in the world. See you soon.